Tired of manually changing text in your data? One typo and thousands of corrections. Python makes it effortless. Find it, replace it, done. Hello everyone, I am Arati. Welcome to my channel. This is the 9th video of Basic Python tutorial series. In previous video, I have covered whitespace removal string functions in Python. In this video, I am going to cover search and replace category of string functions. Stick around for practical tips and tricks you can use right away for text processing. The next string function category is search and replace functions. These functions search for specific text or update parts of the string without affecting the rest of the string. Let's go through these functions. First function that we will go through is count. This function returns the number of times the specified character or sequence of characters appear in the string. In first example, we will try to get the count of a single character in the string, and in next example, we will try to get the count of a word or a term in the string. In first example, sample text contains, "Hello, welcome to the world of Python. This is an exciting word." When calling a count method on this sample text, the character specified is O. After we execute this cell, we should get the count of O's in this specific string. Here we have got the result as 7. You can manually count the number of O's in the given string to cross-verify the result. In second example, instead of a character, I have provided the term world to be counted. So when we execute this cell, we have got the result as 2. Because the term world appears twice in the sample text. So this is the first term and this is the second term. Count function has two optional arguments, start and end positions in the given string, within which the specified character or word should be searched and counted. We have already seen in the previous video how positions of the character are calculated in the string when we have seen string as arrays. For example, in next cell, note that the count function, I have specified O to be searched. However, I want to restrict my text search to the first statements. Hence, I have provided start index as 0 and end index as 37. So now, when we will execute this cell, the result that we are going to get is 6, which is different than the previous count of O's, which was 7. When start and end positions are not specified in the count function, the default start index is 0 and the default end index is the end of the string. The next string function that we will go through is find. This function finds the first occurrence of the specified character or term. If the specified character or term is not available in the given string, it will return -1. So let's go through the examples. So in first example, sample text contains, "Hello, welcome to the world of Python, and this is an exciting world." On this sample text, we have called a find function, and the character that we have specified to search is O. This is supposed to give us the position of the first occurrence of O in this string. Here, let's execute and check the result. So we have got the result as 4. In sample text, first O appears in the word hello. If we manually count the position of O, it is going to come as 4. In the next example, I have specified the term world for find. And after executing this cell, we are getting the result as 22. You can manually count the position of the word and get what is the position number of this in this string to ensure that the result is correct. In next example, I have specified character Z which needs to be searched in the given string. If we execute, we are going to get the result as -1 because sample text does not contain this character. Similar to count function, find function has the optional arguments as start and end, where we can specify the start position and end position in the string within which we have to search. In next example, in find, we have specified the character to be searched as O, and the start position I have specified as 37 and end position as 65, which means I have specified that I want to search character O in the second sentence. So let's execute and check the result. So we are getting 60, which is nothing but the position of O in this term world. The next string function is rfind. This function returns the last occurrence of the character or term to be found in the given string. This method returns -1 if the term is not found in the given string. So in next example, we'll check how does it works. So sample text contains hello, welcome to the world of Python, and this is an exciting world. So here to rfind function, I have specified that I want to search character O and I want to get the last position of this character O in this particular string. So let's execute and check the result. So I have got the result as 60. That is, we have got the position of O in the term world, and this is the last word in the sentence. In next example, I have specified that I want to search for the term world in this string. Now let's execute and check the result that we are going to get. So I have got the result as 59. Again, this is the position of the term world in the last sentence. Similar to previous functions, rfind has start and end arguments and they are optional. In next example, I have specified start and end positions to the rfind function. So start position I have specified as 0 and end position I have specified as 37, and the search term that I have specified is character O. That I have asked Python to provide the last occurrence of O in the first sentence. So let's execute and check the result. So here I have got it as 35. That is the position of character O in the term world in the first sentence. In next example, I have specified the character to be found as Z, which is not present in the given sample text. Now let's execute and check the result. What do we get? So here we have got the result as -1, which indicates rfind could not find the character Z in the sample text. Next string functions we will go through are index and rindex functions. Index and rindex functions are same as find and rfind functions. The only difference is that when the search term is not found in the given string, index and rindex raise exceptions as value error, whereas find and rfind returns -1 as a result. Let's quickly go through the examples for index and rindex functions. So in the first cell, I have called index function on the sample text and I have specified the search character as O. So let's execute and check the result. So I have got the result as 4. In next example, for the method index, I have specified the search term as word. So let's execute and check the result. So I have got the result as 22. So in next example, I have specified character Z as a search term to the index function, and here you will notice the difference after execution that we have got the exception as value error substring not found. In next cell, I have called rIndex function. Here I have specified the character to be searched as O. So here let's execute and check the result. So here I have got the result as 60, which is the last occurrence of character O in the sample text. In next example, in rIndex function, I have specified the search term as world, and when I execute, I get the result as 59, which is nothing but the last occurrence of the word in the sample text. In next example, I have specified character Z, which is not available or present in the sample text. Now, if I execute this cell, so again, I'm getting a result, or I'm getting an exception as value error, substring not found. String function we will go through is replace. This function returns a string where the specified search value is replaced with the specified replacement value. If search term is not found in the given string, it returns the unchanged string. By default, replace function replaces all the occurrences of the search term with the replacement term. However, replace function provides an optional argument to specify how many occurrences we want to replace. So let's go through the examples for the replace function. So in first example, we have sample text, hello, welcome to the world of Python, and this is an exciting word. I have created two variables here, word to be replaced, which contains string as world, and replacement word as universe. So when I'm going to call a replace function on the sample text, I have to specify word to be replaced and which should be the replacement word to the replace method. So let's execute and check the result. So here you will see, hello, welcome to the universe of Python, and this is an exciting universe, which means all the occurrences of the term word have been replaced with the word universe in this case. In the next example, I have specified how many occurrences of the search term should be replaced as 1 in the replace method along with word to be replaced and replacement word. So let's execute and check the result here. So you will see only single occurrence has been replaced. So hello, welcome to the universe of Python, and this is an exciting word. Please note, the second word term is not replaced with the word universe in this case. The next string function that we will look into is partition. As the name suggests, this function partitions the given string, that is, divides it into three parts. First part contains string before the search term or the match. Second part contains the search term. And third part contains the string after the search term or the match. The result is returned in the form of a tuple. This is one of the data type in Python, and I have not covered it yet. For now, just remember that the result will be returned in simple brackets and it will contain 3 comma separated strings. So let's go through the examples. So in this case, sample text contains string, hello, welcome to the world of Python, and this is an exciting word. So I have called partition function on this sample text, and the search term that I have provided is word. So here it is supposed to give us a tuple which contains 3 strings, and the division will be done on the occurrence of the search term word. So let's execute and check the result. So here we have got a tuple. The first string contains hello, welcome to the. Second string is world, and third string is of Python. This is an exciting word. Please note that in this case, the first occurrence of the search term would be considered and the partition will be done on that basis. If the search term is absent in the given string, partition function returns 3 strings as first string, which is nothing but the complete and the whole string. Second string is an empty string, and third string is again an empty string. So in the next example, I have provided the search term as Z which is not available in the sample text. So let's execute and check the result. So here we have got the result as first string contains the complete sample text string, which is nothing but hello, welcome to the world of Python. This is an exciting world. And second is empty string, and again the third is an empty string. The next string function is rpartition. This function is exactly similar to partition. The only difference is it divides the given string on the last occurrence of the search term. So let's check with the example. So in next example, I have called rpartition function on the sample text and I have provided the search term as word. So let's execute and check the result. So here the last occurrence of the word will be considered and the partition will happen on this occurrence of the word. So first string contains hello, welcome to the world of Python. This is an exciting. Second string is word, which is nothing but this string, and the third string is the dot or full stop which appears after this word. The next string functions that we will look into are startswith and endswith. As the name suggests, if the given string starts or ends with the given term, it will return true, else it will return false. So let's see the examples. So in this cell on sample text, I have called startswith function, and the term that I would like to check, that I have passed it as hello. Please note I have provided H into capital letters here because in sample text we have a hello where H is in capital letters and strings are case sensitive. So let's execute and check the result. So we have got the result as true because sample text starts with this word hello. In next example, on sample text I have called on startswith function, I have provided the search term as hello, but here please note I have passed small letter h. So let's execute and check the result. So here you have got the result as false because, as I have already mentioned, the strings are case sensitive, so this hello is different than this hello. In next cell I have called endswith function and I have provided the term as word and full stop. So let's execute and check whether we get true or false. So here we have got the result as true because sample text ends with word and full stop. In next example, I have called endswith function with the word as exciting. So if we execute this and see the result, so we have got the result as false because sample text does not end with the word exciting. The next string function that we are going to look into is zfill. This function fills the string with a specified number of zero values at the beginning. If the value of the parameter is less than the length of the string, then no filling is done. So let's check with example. So I have created a variable sample number and it contains a 2-digit number, that is 99 or 99. Then I have called zfill function on the sample number and I have specified number 10 into brackets of zfill function, which will make a sample number a string with a length of 10, and it is going to fill in zeros in the beginning to make it a string with a length of 10. So let's execute and see the result. So here you will see that you have got 8 zeros in the beginning of the original sample number. In next example, sample number contains 12 number of ones. I have called a zfill function with 10. So let's execute and see the result. So here there are no zeros which have been added in the beginning of the string. This is because the length of sample number exceeds the length of the parameter that we have specified in the zfill function. So thus we have covered all the string functions in the search and replace category.
Thanks for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who is just starting in Python. Post your feedback and questions in comment section. Keep learning. See you in the next one.